Our four young investors are true achievers. During the first two quarters of Owen James's Young Investors Stock Market competition, they all beat a bear market and were awarded monetary prizes amounting to $100,000 by Owen's company, All Media Services Limited, and the Jamaica Stock Exchange. The event, which is part of Owen's contribution to financial literacy, was hosted by the Jamaica Stock Exchange on July 13, 2014.
This is our way of conveying a level of financial literacy to the general populace, and particularly to young persons who, in their own inimitable style, we expect to try to woo other young persons to come into the game, to understand legitimate investments, to understand the risks and rewards associated with investing on the market, and thus gain some good levels of financial literacy.
General Manager of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Marlene Street Forrest, highlights the symbiotic nature of the relationship with Owen's business.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange has joined forces actually when Owen came and made the suggestion, All Media Services, to us. We felt that it was important to come on board and to get involved in this program. And while it has never been said before, it is the only program of this sort in the English-speaking Caribbean. And we felt that it was necessary so that while we do have what is called the stock market game, learning is continuous, and that young people continue, those who were in the program before, even those who were not, would continue to learn about the market, learn about investments, because it is in knowing how to invest that one's future can be secured. Despite any amount of monies that you have or you hold in your hands, if you do not know how to keep that money, or how to invest that money, or to ensure that that money works for you and stay above the rate of inflation, then you are going to be in a big problem. So this morning, I want to welcome you to the exchange. I want to welcome the teachers, the students, those who have shown such diligence, despite the fact that there are so many more things that could attract you, to get involved with. But this is really one area of attraction that you don't see a lot of young people getting involved with. And to see that you have done so, I see faces here that I've seen before, and you have continued to do so, shows me your real interest in this area. And without any further ado, I would like now to just turn over to Mr. James. Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Street Forrest. Indeed, this has been a symbiotic relationship with the stock exchange. We're both winners in it, and that's the kind of relationship I like. I don't want to win alone. I want you to win too, because that makes the relationship even stronger.
And speaking of winning, UWI freshman Demorny Ellis won the first quarter of the Young Investors Stock Market competition. Another UWI freshman and ex-Calabar student Jason Hilton was second. Old Harbour High School's Shamar Morrison won the third prize, and Kingston College's Trevon Baker copped fourth place. Owen James's company presented the prizes for the second quarter. Demorny Ellis won his second consecutive quarterly prize. Old Harbour High School's Shamar Morrison made a valiant bid and snared the second prize in the second quarter. The University of the West Indies' Jason Hilton, who won the second prize in the first quarter, was relegated to third place in the second quarter. Kingston College's Trevon Baker was consistent, again finishing fourth in the second quarter. Demorny Ellis, the dominant young investor in the first and second quarters, gives us a peek into his winning strategy.
What I did was I chose a few companies and I analyzed them thoroughly. Then I use my judgment, right? I use my judgment, and I place. It's like a bet. I place a bet on them. So it's either a win or a loss.
Trevon Baker, who has been settling for fourth place, made this bold promise.
I plan to step it up in the third quarter, of course. It's a competition. It's not just a 3-horse race. It's a 4-horse race. So I'm looking forward to the third quarter, really. And expect a lot more of me in the third and fourth quarter, really. So look out, guys. I'm coming. Trust me.
The 2014 Young Investors were all male, and Owen James insists that he wants a gender balance for 2015. Let's see what happens. That's the Achievers for this week, a program that celebrates those who, through dogged determination and savvy, are winners at what they do.